Something's going on with my camera. Something's going on with my phone. I'm gonna try to tape this. If I can't, then I'm just not gonna even tape. But anyway, I had a dream that what was my dream about? I had a dream about my husband, my ex-husband, my husband, whatever y'all, you know him. I had a dream. I had a dream yesterday, and I had a dream today. But what I've been doing lately is that I started to. I never really stopped praying for him, but lately I just did this alarm clock really go off and it's like really late? So let me share you my dream of what my dream was. So the dream was, well, yesterday the dream was he was away somewhere. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling Florida or something like that, but he was away somewhere, and I I thought there was like a phone conversation with my father-in-law, and my father-in-law was on the phone, and I heard him say that, okay, we're going to bring him home. We're bringing him home. So it was like my father-in-law is bringing him home. The thing is, I never saw him, and I never saw my father-in-law. I just heard my father-in-law's voice. Usually, so that was a dream from yesterday. Usually, in most dreams, when you have a dream of a father figure or like my father in law, it could have been him, but usually it represents God because God is the father. I've had dreams in the past of my father-in-law, but he didn't look like him. I always knew it was my father-in-law because it'd be something about him that looks like him. Like, he wears this trench coat. Um, so that's when I know that that's my father-in-law right there, because it's something that distinguishes him. But anyway, in the dream, I heard his voice, and his voice said, "I'm bringing him home." Okay, so that was yesterday's dream. So today's dream, I had, I felt like I was in a home or in a house somewhere. I was like, it was a different home, and I saw my ex-husband. I saw my husband. He didn't have a shirt on. But I saw his tattoos and everything. His hair was, it looked like he, it looked like when we got together how he looked, I suppose. He looked really skinny though. He looked very thin. And I can tell that he was smoking a lot of cigarettes and everything. I mean, he wasn't in bad health, but he wasn't in the best of health. And in the dream, I remember saying to him, well, since I can't get it from anyone else, you want to do it? And he was like, so I said, okay. And then I was like, oh yeah, he sent me a letter, and in the letter it was a very long letter, and at the top of the letter it looked like a symbol. I don't know who's calling me from China. Anyway, so so it was a long letter, and in the letter at the top it looked like a little symbol. The symbol kind of remind me of like a wheel, like a ship wheel. And in the letter, it was a very long letter, and he was asking to see Symphony immediately. And he was talking about like going to a public place to see her, and it was like more of an amusement park. Immediately, I was like, oh yeah, definitely, yeah, you can see her. Like, I already agreed to it, um, without any type of hesitation. But anyway, after I was like, well, since I can't be with no one, you want to do something? You want to do it? And he was like, I said, okay. Then I was like, I got to go to work. Like, okay, whatever. I got to go to work, And so I'm thinking he's going to leave. And I was expecting him to leave. I sensed that there was another man somewhere. But he wouldn't leave. Like, he left out and he came back in. and the house that I was in, he started to paint the house, and he had two other guys with him. I don't know who these guys were, but I felt like these guys were somebody else's painters, because I remember a lady being there arguing about some paint protector, like those little plastic sheets that it belonged to her or something. And so Matt came back in and he began to paint my apartment or my house or whatever it was. He just began to paint. But when I looked at him, I just looked at him like, look, I gotta go to work, you know. It wasn't like, oh yeah, also too, I noticed in the dream, there was no affection. There was no affection towards me from him. No love affection. Like, there was no apology. There was no sympathy. There was no remorse. It was more so like, hey, what's up? Or, can I see my daughter? That was it. So I was like, okay, cool. Then the dream switched. And the dream switched where it was Oprah Winfrey. And I was like, oh, Oprah. So I went to show Oprah, like, the waters that I had. The bottles of water. And on the label of it, it said, I was telling her, like, these are great for kids. They can pick and choose what positive thing represents them. Like, I am, and the bottle of water said, I am that. And y'all know I have a bottle of water named I am that. But I realized, like, the bottle was kind of bent at the top, like as if it's been crushed a little bit. So I guess what I got from that, oh yeah, but she was in a rush. She was with some dude. He was very soft, but she was just in a rush, like, I can't. And she tried to leave a little bit of money, like $10 or something like that. And I was asking, like, you should invest in this, but she was such in a rush. And then after that, I woke up. And then I was like, you wake up like, I had a dream about my ex-husband. It's been a while since I had a dream about him. The way I feel about that dream is that I don't know if it meant because he's been gone and he is coming back, but it's not going to be like how it was when we first started dating or us marrying or whatever. I don't know if in the dream we even discussed anything about marriage, but was it into it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But I do remember feeling like, okay, it's cool. You know how it is, like, you can't miss something that you don't have. But I did say in the dream, since I can't be with anyone, can we? And he was like, so I said, okay. Now, usually husbands represent Jesus. But I knew that this wasn't the Lord because I can see. I don't know. Could it have been? I mean, it's just that he looked real skinny. So it was letting me know that he's been smoking them cigarettes and he hasn't been eating. That's what I saw in the dream. Like, that's what came off on me, is that he's been smoking and he hasn't been eating. But I do know that he was wanting to paint my house. And you know what painting usually represents? Painting usually can represent restoring something, refreshing something. What's the, like, when you see somebody paint something, you're restoring it, you're making it brand new. You're bringing it back to its original condition, its glory, or something like that. I mean, that's what I'm thinking when you paint. But I do know I felt like, shoot, I gotta go to work. And then I remember that there was another guy there, but Matt still wouldn't go nowhere. Like, he went out and he came back in with some paint. So who knows? But that Oprah Winfrey, she was just like, I'm in a rush. And I remember my cousin saying in a dream, yeah, she just got the braids put in her head and she cut those braids out. I don't know. So it was one of those dreams where it was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some gas. I cannot. I'm gonna have to go to the gas station and grab me some gas. But it was one of those dreams where it was just like, oh well. I wasn't feeling any type of way. I don't know if God is put it in me now, like not to desire Him anymore, because in that dream, it was just like, I said, okay, cool. I gotta go to work. I gotta go. So it was more like, I gotta go to work, so you need to row. I didn't say that to him in my dream, like you need to row, but I did say, well, I gotta go to work. Like I can't sit around for this. And so I guess he decided to start painting, or he left and came back. It's more like of a, not friendship, but more like a, I know who you are, you know who I am, and this is who we are, but we have a child. And he was just like, he sent me, I remember looking at this document, this long letter. It's a long, long, long letter. And he was saying in the letter that he would like to see Symphony. And I was just like, I didn't even hesitate. I was just like, yeah, of course. Of course you can see your daughter. And we were going to meet somewhere in a public place where he can see her. So what I got from the dream is this. Yesterday's dream, when his father was saying we're going to bring him back, either the Lord is going to bring Matt back, or his father, he went somewhere and his real father in real life is bringing him back. He must have went somewhere, so now they're preparing for him to come back. Or, yeah, that's what I got from the first dream yesterday. Today, what I got from that dream is that we're married, or, in God's eyes, we're married, but it's not like that. It's more on, our daughter to be, I'm not gonna feel a certain way about him not showing me any affection or any remorse. Because I just got a feeling like he's just, I'm not gonna say he's been out of touch with things, but I just had this feeling like he really didn't care. It was like, no. But then when I went to do other things, he was wanting to paint my house or something, and I'm like, I gotta go to work, like. But anyway, that was my dream. That was my dream from last night. So what I need right now, I need some gas and I need some coffee. I'm early. I got enough time. I'm gonna go up here and get me some gas real quick. But yeah, that Oprah, she was just like, I'm in a rush. Here, take this. And I was like, and I remember looking at those bottles of water, and it said, I am that. And I was telling her the kids would love this. I was looking for cards to give her. Maybe it's saying I need to pursue that and focus on that too. So I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, I'm so tired. I shouldn't be that tired. I went to bed at a decent hour. So that's why I think that dream. But it was interesting because, like I said last night, me and Symphony, we said a little prayer for our family. I'm trying to teach my baby how to pray. She was all snickering and giggling. So I was like, this is how you pray. And so we prayed for everyone. We prayed for her dad. And then yesterday I had that dream, and today I had that dream. And I haven't had a dream of my ex-husband in a very long time. But the dream is like, we're not going to be whatever. It is what it is. And I wasn't really like heartbroken because it's been like that. Like, it's really been like that. It's been like that. So I do believe that the dream is that he's about to come back around, but I don't think we're gonna be. No, I don't think we're not gonna be on the page anymore. It was just fine by me, cause I got stuff to do. It was just fine by me. I got stuff to do. Cause I remember years ago I had a dream of my sister Lisa, and she she left her children and she went all over the daggone place. And I had a dream one time. I was in the doorway and I saw her coming back towards her children. And I dropped to my knees and I was screaming, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Because I knew that she was coming back to be in her children's life, because she left them for some years. Her kids didn't know where their mother was. And it's really hard when when your parent is not there. But I remember that dream, and so I got this same type of vibe with this dream. But I do know that it's not going to be, if that dream is a prophecy dream or whatever. I do know that come on that side street right there. I do know that I'm not expecting anything at all out of it, because that's exactly what I got in the dream. And what I mean expecting, I'm not expecting like, oh, to get remarried, oh, kindle love, and all of this other mess. Sometimes God will give us a dream to show us something, and believe it or not, we will start to react on what He shows us. Like some people say, I had a dream about this, that I was going to get that car, not this one, because I knew that one was going to break down, and they end up doing it. Or I had a dream that it was two women, one with darker hair and the other one with lighter hair. And I knew I was going to choose the one with darker hair because she had good integrity than the one with lighter hair. And then you end up doing it in real life. So I think it's just saying that I'm not even going to look forward to having that type of thing that we used to have when we were married, because that's just gone. And that's okay. That's cool. It is what it is. If He comes back around, if that dream comes together, it's cool. I've gotten used to um, I've gotten used to just um, being single, celibate, and just content, I suppose. I said you can't miss anything that you don't have. You really can't. You probably can miss. I mean, well, no, you can miss something that you don't have, but you can't really complain about it, because at the end of the day, boo, it is what it is. You know. Plus, Why would you want to give up your cookies to somebody who ain't even willing to fight? Like, husband or no husband. You gotta put in work, man. Y'all know I'm tired. I don't know about this color. With his hair color, I definitely wasn't feeling these eyebrows. Let me get some gas. Alright, anyway, enough about that, y'all. So that was my dream that I had. I'm not gonna talk about people. I'm not gonna talk about people. Them pants was tight on his behind. How? I wouldn't even want no dressing pants like that. And I'm a woman. Shoot, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm trying to get some gas, y'all. Yep, so those were my two dreams that I had. But he knew where he was at. He knew his surroundings, but he was smoking them daggone cigarettes. Hold on. Okay, this pump just pumping all the gas in the universe. It costs like freaking $35 to fill up my daggone tank now. I was just trying to put 20 in. Oh well, at least I'll be riding for a while. But anyway, so that was my dream, y'all. That was my dream. But I felt like, when he was like, I was like, okay, I gotta go to work. Like, I guess I'm to the point now where I guess when God shows you something, you kind of like, okay, it is what it is. That part is not there. It probably won't be there anytime soon. And I'm looking like, I don't know. I don't know. What's the word I want to say without being rude or mean or just whatever? I mean, he didn't look like he was in shape. He just looked like he wasn't eating and smoking all of them cigarettes. And he really wasn't. I think maybe I should go with this color. I don't think I like this color. But anyway, so yeah, so that was my dream. And Oprah was like, I'm busy, I'm busy. I'm like, but let me show you this, let me show you this. I was trying to sell pitch her my bottles of water. I am that. She was busy. She was with some guy who was like, come on, come on, come on. Like he was cock blocking. Like I'm like, whatever. The last dream I had about Oprah, she was evil as heck. She saw me when I was sitting up here selling my I Am That Waters, and she mugged the crap out of me. And that's when I realized this lady is not who I think she is. But yeah, y'all, so that was the dream I had of my, it's been a long time since I had a dream of my ex-husband. But I did have that dream, and he was trying to paint my house. He was trying to paint the walls. Like, he was painting, and he brought two other guys in with him to help him paint. It is what it is. But that letter, that that long letter that he had of wanting to see his daughter, it was a very long letter. I just was like, sure, no problem. I didn't even hesitate. I don't even think I read the whole thing. But anyway, y'all, gotta go to work. Have a blessed day.